What's up, you guys? Social Boss here, and today I'm wearing my New Day shirt. It's Autism Wednesday. On this edition of Autism Wednesday, I'll be talking about OT and speech, which I'm very excited for you guys to learn about OT and speech. So let's begin. So what exactly is speech? Speech is a program where I learn communicational skills, and I'll explain it more in the next clip. Speech is a social group where I get pulled out of class. Sometimes I don't like, because I have other classes I like going to, but it's worth it. I get to learn about how to be I'm learning how to be appropriate in situations, like for example, how to laugh appropriately at the movies, and what's the best response in a situation. Like someone asks me a question, should I laugh at the question, or I don't know how to answer it. Speech is there to help me out. Like I've been to speech all my life. It also helps me slow down my talking because I talk so fast. Speech is there for me. It's a communicational social group that helps me a lot with how to be appropriate in situations, how to laugh appropriately, and just it's there for me to learn how to survive the vocal world. Speech is like my favorite things to do in speech. I really like playing games and stuff. We don't play that typically. We play like the spin the wheel game, it's fun. It's all right. I'm learning size of the problem, which is kind of tough, but it's really easy for me because I get the hang of it. It's tough for me to use that in general situations because like I freak out a lot and it's nuts. So that's what speech is. OT it stands for Occupational Therapy. I love OT. It's really nice. It was the best thing ever back in elementary school. But you get pulled out of class. They call you in the class. Sometimes you miss class periods, which I don't like. That's the only downfall besides OT. I like it. We kind of do the same old things all the time. But back in elementary school, my favorite thing is to do the sensory stuff with putty and picking things up with with chopsticks. I absolutely adore that skill. And my very first OT teacher was a teacher named Miss Jackson. She literally gave me gum, and I love that. And that was such a nice thing. I love OT. Things I'm working on in OT. I'm working on I'm working on all sorts of things. I'm working on buttoning, how to button. I'm working on how to put on a belt with pants. I write checks. I'm learning my cursive signature, which is Sarge the Boss, obviously. That's my autograph. But I'm learning so much about stuff. Also in OT, I learned how to tie my shoes finally, which is one of the biggest goals in my life, and I finally got to tie my shoes. Which is, I've been waiting for that day all my life, and I finally did that. Which, go Sarge, go, I just finally did that. I love OT. What exactly is OT? It's occupational therapy, which I said. OT is a very nice program. I like it a lot, but just the downfall besides OT is you get pulled out of class. Like I hated it because I'm during class and I gotta miss class. Sometimes I gotta miss class, but I like it a lot because I missed science this year, which is kind of boring. But so that's why I like OT. OT is really nice. You learn so much about skills you need to have in real life, and that's what I like about speech. I'm learning about communicational skills to have in the real environment. OT is like living on my own, stuff I need to do in the future, which I like. But I want to do more sensory stuff in OT. Like if any OTs are watching, but I like sensory. I want to incorporate that in my OT type of thing. Like we do the same old buttoning, belts. I want to do like a sensory opener like stuff. Like I know in high school, but we don't do sensory as much. But I love sensory items. So that's why I like about OT a lot. My favorite OT activity was finding beads and putty and using my hands. I like to use my fine motor skills by picking up my left hand, right hand, and with the chopsticks, with the cubes. I love that. At the end of the day, I say I'm going to be really appreciative to all the OTs and speech teachers out there. I'm going to say thank you so much. Like speech and OT was always with me. I really appreciated what speech and OT have came for me. So that's why I'm really appreciative of OT. And also speech is one of the coolest things ever. And you'll be in a small group, we all have different things to work on. Speech is more, sometimes I have one-on-one speech, but it's typically like in a group, which I like. to have like friends in the environment. But like I like one-on-one, so I focus like me, stuff like that on my skills. But it's fun to do small social group as well, which I like. Also, I really like OT because it's individualized to our needs, which would be I use like all my spell checks like Grammarly, co-writer, stuff like that. I'm a horrible speller, but those help me a lot. I those get in the way. That's the only annoying part about using all those tools. They're annoying. As I don't tend to not to use them. I use Grammarly the most because it's useful. Co-writer I use, but the co-writer voice distracts me. But uh, I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully, you guys learned a little bit about OT and speech. So hopefully, you guys like and subscribe at Such a Boss. Thank you.